some of her highlights, among other things, she talks about vulnerability being far from weakness to answer one of our questions from the beginning. It's the birthplace of love. I love that expression. It creates belonging, joy, courage, and creativity because when you don't fail, Neil, you're right. Sometimes people will be mean when you're being real with them, but that doesn't hurt you because you have your integrity and being real. So it's anything but weakness. I mean, it takes courage to do these things that we're talking about. Shame thrives in a secrecy and silence. Secrecy and silence will kill you. That thing that sits on your chest that you don't want anybody to know, it is suffocating you. It wrecks your mental health and it creates shame. And the empathy is the antidote when you care. John, if you don't have vulnerability, you ain't got much. How's that for a statement? John, I'm making the statement that if you don't have vulnerability, you don't have much.
And I'm thinking that we go through life and we share our wounds. We're wounded, we're hurt emotionally, spiritually, whatever, but it doesn't crush us. It doesn't beat us down. It makes us stronger. It makes us resilient. It makes us
strong,
to be real and strong.
Really, it's the opposite of weakness. My gosh, it's the opposite of weakness. This lady, Brené Brown, talks lastly about wholeheartedly living with authenticity, self-compassion, resilience, gratitude, and faith, instead of being driven by fear of not being enough, fear of all sorts of other ways, I suspect. One of the things that I think kills us in the things that we're talking about in the top end of the show, in the morbid current events section here, is, man, there are a lot of people, Neil, you said a lot of people out there and hurting and stuff, and that is true. But I suspect fear. There are a lot of people out there that are pure fear driven.
And if you don't get vulnerable and you don't know how to deal with those things, you're just going to sit there afraid, and you're going to be a risk to yourself and to those around you, because living in a constant state of fear is really not good for you.